Have a whole lot of products there online for you to shop, and that's globally. And also for our custom mass and digital products, clothing accessories, custom clothing is evolutionoflondon.org, O-R-G. You'll find these in the description box as well. Again, subscribe to us. We're on Anchor, Google Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, Apple, all the major platforms. You can find us also on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Greatness19. Greatness19 channel. You can't miss us. We there. Our symbol is the E and the pyramid. If you see our picture, black and gold. So you can check us out on that. And any business or sponsor inquiries, you can contact us also, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. Our other sponsor, WJA Accessories. You can ask for Mr. Will. And all of this information is in our description box and for any fitness consultations. And his link also for his clothing line as well is in the description box. Again, we're on major platforms, so you can find us through YouTube, like I mentioned, and Anchor and Spotify, as I mentioned before. So, we're going to get right into it. Now, we know as far as black and Hispanics, specifically dark Hispanics, it's getting beat up pretty much like drinking water. You hear incidences all throughout North America, all throughout the world pretty much. Well, I say North America and Europe. There's always countless cases, pretty much every week, where either a black man, a Hispanic, basically a black Hispanic, because two types of Spanish people. You have your Spaniards, you have your white, and you have your black, but I'm not going to get in detail in terms of that. But the police, you've been hearing it all throughout social media. It's beating up black people like wholesale. And then we have this brand new, fresh incident that just occurred pretty much a couple of days ago, or not too long ago. We're in Minnesota. Welcome back, Minnesota. Another police shooting. Now I'm going to read you this article for some of your guys that maybe is not in the know. So let's turn down the sound here. Now in this article, you'll find that in the New York Post, but it's social media, CNN, it's all over major news, and it states, read it to you. Minnesota police officer who fatally shot black man during a Sunday traffic stop has been identified as 26-year veteran Kimberly Potter. The 48-year-old officer identity was released Monday night by Minnesota Department of Public Safety Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. Potter acquired her Minnesota police officer's license in 1995 at the age of 22 and began working for the Brooklyn Center Police Department shortly. That's Brooklyn, the township in Minnesota. So just for your New Yorkers here. Now, during her career, Potter has served on the Department Negotiations team, a newspaper reported. And Potter has been placed on administrative leave, of course, following the fatal shooting of 20-year-old Dante Wright. And again, she is claiming that basically she thought it was a taser. Pulled out her taser, not the gun. So she's right now just saying it's her taser. This is the information we have in the local news here. And it goes on to say she's married, she have 2 adult sons, so forth, so on. And that's one. We have another one, a black Hispanic gentleman, and he is an Army officer. He's an Army officer, and this was another traffic stop. So both incidences is traffic stops, okay? So he was stopped, and this is a lieutenant Army officer, military, was in his uniform actually when this occurred, where 2 police officers basically pull out their weapon, and then they threaten him as well, and let's see what they say here. What other goodies they say here? They didn't tase him, but they pepper sprayed him. Beautiful. Okay, so they pepper sprayed, and this is a video actually. This is video that you can see on social media about the Virginia. This was in Virginia, so you will be able to see that. And also, there might be I believe it's clippings about the incident in Minnesota as well. So, and this is all fresh off the press pretty much, within the week, not even. So, again, these stories is just one of many, and probably throughout the whole, with Europe or North America, there's also probably local incidences. I'm going to go off the top and say, yes, there probably is a little random situation where black people, black men especially, is getting harassed. So I'm sure if you go through social media, even in smaller towns or big cities, it's happening. I'm going to go off the top and I'm going to say every week. Now, you might disagree or not, but that's your prerogative. I'm just giving my perspective. And it's showing anyway. And who is doing this is police officers. What color are they? Drum roll. Back to the music. You already know the answer. They white. Most of the incidences is white cops. White male cops, mostly. But you say white cops in general harassing, killing black people. Now, there's always pushback. Other races are going to say, well, they're not complying, or they have done this or done that. They're going to always say that. Now, let's just look at it like this. Are there situations that the police have to do certain things? Of course, we know that. We're not going to be simple-minded here. But this is blatant. This is in your face. Just had an incident in Minnesota with George Floyd. We know about that. And that's currently in court. So police is going to follow up like this. The white police officer is going to follow up with this incident. Show you they don't care. They don't give a damn. That's what it is. And I wish you black people just stop and talking about love. Trying to comply or try to reason with race soldiers. Alleged white supremacists. Why are you trying to reason and say we should march and we should hold hands and we should have candles and lit and all this other nonsense? When you have an enemy and they totally against you, and they coming after you and trying to kill you and destroy you. Question I'm gonna have to ask you, black people. What would you do when you have a person that have perfect hate for you and want you dead? They'll kill your family just to prove that. What would you do? What would you do if you have an enemy come to your house and attempt to shoot a family member of yours? What would you do? Now, I know most of y'all black people not thinking on the grand scale of how deep I'm getting with you. Without even saying it. I leave that up to you. But if an enemy of mine is coming after me, my house or my circumference, well, I'll let you think on that one. But see, in the art of war, there's a book called The Art of War. I know a lot of you guys heard of this. There's more than one way to get to your enemy. And you better start utilizing that. Now, I'm going to tell you right from the top. Going to war with your enemy is not holding hands and saying we shall overcome. Time to heal. And let's love our enemy. So, y'all guys better start really looking at reality. Because this can happen. This young man was 20 years old. And you know what's going to be the story with this? Like all other stories is the police and law enforcement and the media is going to look for negativity, any inch of negativity to slander this young man's name. You already know the script. It's guaranteed. It's definite. They're going to look in his past, whatever negative in his past, if he was smoking weed. Oh, yeah, he's 20 years old. He was shot and killed, but he's a known weed smoker. Or if he have a child. I'm not sure if he do. I believe he does, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to get in that. But they're going to say, well, 20-year-old man got shot. Black man got shot. He had a 1-year-old child. So that means he deserved to get shot because he had a child. Young. And that means he deserved to get shot because he was smoking weed. Or they're going to say, oh, he didn't finish high school. He didn't do this. He didn't work. 20-year-old black man got shot and killed. But he dropped out of high school. So that means he deserved to get shot because he dropped out of high school. These are the things they're going to implement. They did the same thing with George Floyd. They did many things to many black leaders, or not only black leaders, but just regular black folks that got shot and killed by the police. They just do negative and just to try to discredit them. We know this script, black people. You should know. This is not news. And then we follow up and some of us before the side of these race soldiers. And they're showing you every day. These white supremacists showing you every day how much hate they have for you. And I don't know why you get it. You don't get it. You trying to still love them and want to pray and want to hold hands and trying to start some type of BS program for a so-called police to understand you? Why the hell they should understand you? They hate you. They're not trying to understand you. They have perfect hate for you, black man and black woman, believe it or not, whether you accept it or not. And they show it. And they use the excuse. And they're going to use the excuse for this. Oh, she didn't know. She shot the guy. She didn't know. So she premeditated. She touched her gun. And she don't know the difference between a taser and a gun. Correct me, guys. Send an email to me if I'm off with this story. Because I'm not perfect neither. This is what I'm getting. And this is what goes on over and over again. But you're still trying to love. You better know thy enemy. And stop messing around with your enemy. Because you have these race soldiers out here that is showing themselves in all walks of life. And to take it a step further, they're not only the police. They're your teachers that teaching your children. They the doctors. They the lawyers. They the mechanics that's fixing your car. They your landlord. They your owner at the variety store. They're everywhere. They're your friend. In college. A fellow student. They're everywhere. Know thy enemy. Your enemy will show themselves. They always do. You just pay attention. And watch them. Analyze. Don't be so gullible, black people, to just dive in because somebody is smiling with you. Especially these other races. Now, is it individual people from individual races that is not doing harm and want to help the cause? Yeah, there are unicorns out here. Yes, they are. I never will say there's not unicorns out here on this planet Earth. There are unicorns out here. But as a whole, as a system, the white man and the white woman as a system is your mortal enemy. As a system, and I say it again, as a system, it can't be debated. It's here, it's in front of you, because the script is still the same. They're gonna try to protect this white cop, like they protect the other cops. And guess what? Yeah, you might get money out of it, fine, but that don't do anything because the man is dead. He's gone. Never coming back. And it leaves a void within his family structure. An unnecessary void in the family structure for a traffic stop. Police officers, I always thought if police officers could have carry tranquilizers. And use that as well. I mean, they have to have the gun, I understand, but tranquilizers as well. Well, you say tasers do, but let me tell you something. At the end of the day, a lot of these cops, they know what time it is. I don't want to get into the topic of what cops should have or shouldn't have and so forth. It is a dangerous job, I know that. But come on. This is the same script. Every week, every month, every year, locally, internationally, this is going on over and over again. So I say this is war. Don't you think, black people, this is war? Have you thought about it? Your enemy is showing you. He already he got it popping. He's showing you how much hate he had for you. It's really on you to wake up. But I know most of y'all is not waking up. You know, you figure because if a person smile at you, you live with them, you procreate with them, you know. You got white supremacists that marry black people. I tell you, a congressperson that passed away years ago, Storm Thurmond. Now that he was a straight redneck, South Carolina congressman, and he had a side woman who was black. Look it up. You have many white supremacists that have Uncle Toms and Mammies, even in 2021. But black people get fooled by that. And they are police officers. See, because your enemy could separate the difference. He or she could separate the difference of dealing with you for a certain purpose, but have hate for you and want to kill you. Because he's cunning. See, so this is not news to him, and this is not news to other races. But it seems like it's news to you because you want to love. And that's why you're going to die. A lot of y'all guys, black people, is going to die quicker than the ones that stay ready. Because the ones that stay ready knows the enemy. And he or she is not going to get that close. It's not going to get that close to the enemy. We're allowed to be caught off guard. Now, it's not a perfect world. You still can get caught out there anyway. But y'all, a lot of y'all black people, y'all like sheep surrounded by wolves. And you're gonna get it. Because he's gonna show you. He is the white supremacist. Cops, those types, race soldiers, no matter what words you want to use, they're coming for you. Black people, to a theater near you. Enjoy. Thank you for listening. And stay strong.